Good morning. I hope you're good on this Wednesday, chilly Wednesday morning. And I would like to talk about something. Ne? And this is something I learned last year, but I don't think I didn't, it wasn't the right time to talk about it, right? Because I was still going, yeah, whatever I was going through, yeah, right? I want to talk about the creation of Imikov, right? And I'm not talking about the creation in a sense of those people who create them using whatever concussions they use and bones and right. I am talking about let's call them generational Mikovus. Yeah. Um, so let's say there was a man like let's say 300 years ago, right? And he was gifted with ugu, with healing, right? So he's a nyanga, or if not a nyanga, let's not even call him a nyanga. He was a gela, right? So he created things from nothing. And it's, yeah, that's basically a simple definition of igela, right? Created things out of nothing, created beings out of nothing, out of mundane items. Ne? Alchemist, in a way, right? So, this alchemist has decided to create a Mokovu, yeah? And then he creates, let's say he creates two Mokovus, a female one and a male one, right? And then he passes away. So, naturally, his items, his creations, are supposed to go to his next of kin, right? Being his children, right? So there's that specific person that's going to be chosen Uguti Ubuye to take care of Lemikovu and whatever else is there, right? Okay, sharp. Now, the next of kin decides, no man, let's take this and make it a generational being, or let's recreate these beings, right? But then another thing, he's like, but I wasn't taught how to create this, so let's find other ways in which we can create these beings. I don't know who's the bright spark and decided, no man, what's ban? There's a child ongakathombi, right? Who hasn't gone, who's okay, othombile, but hasn't broken their virginity, which is a girl. And then Gwasbanbani is also, there's also a boy child there who's also not, because back in the day you had to get married and right. And then they what? They kichimify him. Remember how Zungu was on Isbaya, he was created, he was zombified, right? Because Undlovu wanted his powers, his luck, basically. He also wanted to be the businessman, the known businessman, Usomategisi, in the area, right? So when they look at these people, and they'll be like, no, Kwasbanbani, they're good at, let's say they have luck, right? Kwasbanbani, they have luck. So we're going to zombify the child, right? So the child will be presumably dead in our realm, but also alive, yeah, dead and alive at the same time, right? So they do that, and that child, depending, I need depending. So uh they basically make a contract. So they marry that child, that zombified child, to Lemikovulen, right? So that child's job is to make other Mikovus, right? So if it's a girl, yeah, meet her, right? If it's a boy, yeah, meet until they have a an army, basically. So this happens for generations and generations and generations, and then you hear sometimes they would say, no, uh, some of your ancestors are spiritually in jail, or wherever they are, like their mouths are closed, their hands are tied, their feet are tied, and all they do is just give birth. Or if not giving birth, some of them are used, like abanye abantu mabashona, those kids, those teenagers, when they die, they are used like maybe to extract, like Uzungu, where he is used for his luck and their businesses grow. Or some people, they are used as muscle, right? So it's a muscle ukuthi uzovikela until. So that's their contract. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Generational Mukovo, which are not created only by, obviously there was a creator in the beginning where they use whatever they use to make. Now, why I'm telling you this is because some people, sometimes when you're growing up, there are tragic events that happen. Maybe you are raped by, whether you're a girl or boy, and then you were raped by an elder. And that happens because they know, your ancestors know, by the time this person reaches the age of 15, almost 16, and they're still a virgin, what will happen is that person will be zombified, right? In order for them to work or to create whatever Umkunkuli is wanting, that that witch or warlock is trying to create, right? So it made me think, yes, that some people are things that happen in your life, and it's only when you're older when you discover, no, this thing 1, 2, 3, 4 happened. Some people also their first encounter at the age maybe 11, 12, when they get raped, they become pregnant, and it seals a deal. You can't. It sends a message. You can't kill this child, so that when you can use them, lock them in a cave, or spiritually kidnap them to use them for your own whatever needs you're doing. So that's what I want to talk about. And I'm working. I'm going to Bayonne, but I hope this video finds you well, and maybe it's gonna be a lesson for some people, right? You went through all of this, yes, even if it was painful, but it was for another reason, because you wouldn't be alive at the moment. Ngaba wena ukhiqiza abantwana le, wherever they keep, whether it's caves or under rocks, whatever. So yeah, that's all for today.